But Amanda has a wonderful segment here, a great guest we all know and love from Last Man Standing. So, Amanda, take it away. You and John, tell us what's going on out there.
Well, thank you. I did reach out to John a little bit last minute here, but I'd like to introduce John Amadeo, AA6JA. Nope. Yes, AA6JA. I almost got that right,
yes.
John.
Hi, guys. It's great to see all the HamNation regulars, and it's great to be back on the show. It's been a long time. And Amanda, you were on my show about a year ago, so good to see you.
I know. We saw all these memories pop up in Facebook, and we were so sad that we couldn't do it again this year. And that really brings me to my biggest question. I think a lot of operators are wondering the same thing is, well, we know that Last Man Standing is still filming now. You're back on the set. Are you guys going to be operating from there? Do you have that setup going? Are you operating, or can you in the future?
Everything is up and running. You know, we've always had everything live the whole time we've been shooting the show. And I spoke to the official voice of the Last Man Standing Amateur Radio Club is really Rob, AA6RA. You've met him, of course. And he's willing to come in on like a Saturday. You know, the stage is a very restricted place, as you can imagine, with all of us wearing our face shields and masks and standing behind partitions. But it seems like the best thing to do would be for us to create an operating day like on a weekend when none of the cast is around and none of the other crew members are around, just to keep us safe and distant from one another.
That would be amazing. I think we would all appreciate that. And thank you, Rob, if you're watching, for offering to do that. And I know you had taken the station to your home this summer to play around with, and you made some pretty good contacts and had some fun, didn't you?
Oh, I had. I have a great station right now. I've got an IC 7610 to my right and an IC 5100 to my left, and a few other things around. But over the summer, I had all of that plus a 7300 and a 9700 and everything else from the Last Man Standing station. So it was a mega station. And it was a lot of fun, and I did make a lot of contacts on it. But of course, we really do want to make contacts from the station, which, by the way, I see in the pictures backwards. It's very funny. My fault. So we're going to make it happen. We'll get on the radio probably a couple of times. We're shooting our 12th show, started our 12th show today of the 21 that we're shooting for season 9. So we're about halfway through. And I think in the holidays, over the holidays, or just after, we'll get on the stage and make some contacts with those people that really would like to talk to KA6LMS and to the radios that you see behind Tim Allen every week on our show.
That's amazing. I do have one. I don't think you'll give me the spoiler, but I'm going to ask anyways. In this last season, season 9 of Last Man Standing, do we get to see any more ham radio with Mike Baxter?
Oh, honestly, I don't know any more than you guys know, because I know what I've shot. And so far, has he been on the radio? There might have been one brush with the radio. But I never know what the writers are going to give us. And I don't question them. They're very funny, very smart people. So I kind of nudge them toward it, but I can't make them do it. And, we'll keep our fingers crossed. We do on the show use radio a lot. It isn't necessarily amateur radio, but we're on the radio all day long, every day, including Tim, because we communicate with the stage. And you've been to my office, so you see it's like a control center. We talk to the stage all day on radios. We talk to Tim in his dressing room on radios. So we get a lot of radio time, but it isn't a lot of ham radio time. And, we'll have to see what we can do. We'll try.
All right. Well, that's all we can ask for. Everyone, I want to let you know, John put together an awesome video on very short notice. And John, I'm just going to let you introduce this, because I'd like to thank you so much for doing it.
Oh, thanks, Amanda. There's a famous quote that says, if I had more time, I could have written a shorter letter. And that's exactly what this is. It's a very short video about Last Man Standing and the amateur radio operator. I could do an hour-long documentary. I've got hundreds of hours of footage and photos and so many incredible guest operators, starting with especially Rob, who's part of our club, and of course Ray, who provided most of the gear, and Comet and Radio Waves and LDG and MFJ. Everybody's been so kind to us. They threw this little video together. I think I'll do something much longer and post it on our Facebook page. But for now, I give you this little sort of 2.5 or 3 minute long video.
Hi, HamNation viewers. John Amadeo, AA6JA here.
I'm one of the producers of the Last Man Standing television series. Some of you may know that on the show, Tim Allen's character, Mike Baxter, is a ham with a fictitious call sign KA6LMS.
Mike, KA6LMS. Just a little shout out. Anybody having a good time here on Thanksgiving? Anybody hiding in their basement to avoid their relatives?
In real life, Tim has his own real call sign. Because of our interest in amateur radio, we've always had radio equipment on the show. A number of crew members are licensed, so of course we hook the radios up to antennas on the roof of the stage. As we enter our 9th and possibly final season, I want to give a shout out to HamNation. From the show's beginning, we've enjoyed a special relationship with HamNation, starting with Bob and Gordon's visit to our set in Season 1.
K9 Echo, Italy Delta. K9 EID calling CQ 20 meters and listening.
K9 EID. Hi, Bob. Boy, fancy meeting you here. Gordo, WB6NOA. What's new, Bob? Go ahead.
Hey, Gordo, WB6NOA. This is K9 EID. It's nice to hear you. Boy, you sound great. I hope everything is going well and things are good out there in good old California.
When we formed our club station, KA6LMS, Amanda and Jeff dropped by as special guest operators to make some contacts.
73 QRZ, Kilo Alpha 6, Lima, Mike Sierra.
Whiskey Uniform 9 Bravo.
Whiskey Uniform 9 Bravo. You just pushed me out of my chair. Real strong signal. You're 5 and 9.
Thank you. You're 5-9 near Phoenix.
All right. Thanks for Phoenix there. 73 QRZ, KA6LMS.
Our club members and special guest operators have made a number of activations from the actual radios on set. HamNation co-hosts often check into our weekly activations to lend their support.
Yeah, November, Victor 9 Lima. Hey, Laura. KC6L.
Hi, is this Valerie?
It is. How you doing?
Good. I'm looking at your card here on the wall. Thank you for the contact. You sound great.
Yeah, you guys are really loud here, but I got a 6/6/6 monster
There's a
stack
huge
pointed right at
antenna.
your head, so you sound good. Keep up the good
Tell
work.
we're on a
Thanks for
dipole.
working me.
Okay, yeah, we're on a dipole here.
We especially appreciate Bob's assistance. And if you watch the show, you may see a number of Heil mics in use.
Oh, baby, baby blue. Series is the promise to Neverland. Demons breed humans to be super intelligent because the smarter they are, the more delicious they taste.
Of course, in each of our 9 seasons, we've had the latest in ICOM gear, thanks to the support of Ray Novak.
The problems I had working HF mobile over.
This season, we have an IC 7300 side by side with an IC 9700. Over the years, we've had a lot of different Comet antennas on the roof, thanks to Mick Swartnick. Here's our Comet GP6 for 2 meters and 70 centimeters. And here's our Comet GP95 for 2 meters, 70 centimeters, and 1.2 gigahertz. This season, we're using a Radio Waves 40-meter, 20-meter fan dipole, thanks to Emmett Holensee. As we shoot our 21 episodes for Season 9, we'll be looking for opportunities to work your station and get you that special KA6LMS QSL card. So from Last Man Standing to HamNation, we say thanks and 7-3.
That was such a great video. Thank you so much, John. I think we only needed the short letter. If you put together something else, we all look forward to it on Facebook. But as we all know, it's so crazy. The Last Man Standing, we were all huge fans when they were on ABC, and then it was canceled, and now it's on Fox. So we all look for these new beginnings. Thank you so much. And you guys have had a wonderful running, and I hope that Season 9 is your best yet. So
So far it
so
is.
much
It's
for
one of
being
our
here.
favorite seasons. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to see you guys again.
All right. Bob, any final words before we let John go?
Well, as always, John, thank you for the support that you guys give us. And it's kind of crazy if we're not going to see you this next year, but you'll be somewhere, I'm sure, after this one. But thank you for coming on the show tonight. And the video is great. So we'll look out to see where you are on the bands and try to work you before we shut her all down there. Well, thanks so much, Amanda, for making that happen.